event. They are the primary reason of this virtual activity. Who are these people? Well, I'm referring to you, fellow teachers. This training wouldn't be possible without your presence. Now, to acknowledge the participants, TWGs, and resource speakers today, and to wrapping up our opening program with some reminders for us, participants, we always mean business when we attend training virtually like this. And while fully trust ourselves to behave properly for the whole duration of this EMPRE, let us keep in mind some house rules to be given to us by Mrs. Maria Teresa T. Binghay, Master Teacher 1.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ma'am Tet.
How's the first day of our Empre? Okay, so to our school principal, Sir Brimbot S. Iyas, Sir Ernie Gases, our administrative officer, my co-MTs, fellow teachers, and the lone teaching staff of the lone male teacher of Lower Tamugan. Good morning. Let me present to you virtually the participants for this training. So as I call your grade, please open your cameras and wave to be duly recognized. My call on grade 1. Grade 1 participants, how are you? Asan ang grade 1? Ilan ang grade 1? Dalawa? Asan naman ang isa? Tulo? Tulo. Kinsay wala. Tulo lang dahil mo. Si Glenna.
Ay, wala.
Okay, sige. Let's proceed to grade 2. Ma'am Sita, yes, I saw you. Oh, and
Alalen.
how's Margie?
Mars is still suffering Omicron.
Okay. Duha lang ang nadiri sa grade 2. Ma'am,
Chiche, where are you?
Hindi na ako
Chiche! Wala ka sa Chiche pa?
Okay, let's go to grade 3. Where are you, grade 3? Asa naman mo ano?
Asa man kita ako da?
Aida
Aida and Nining.
and Nene. Where is
City work from home.
dapat nasa dito virtually. Okay, so go to grade 4. Grade 4. Ate Edna. I saw Melly earlier.
Si Melly, Ma'am Ted.
Okay, yes. Grade 5. Parang duhan, aming tulo. Okay, complete. Grade 6. Si Gina Bell, Ma'am Gina. Sino pa? Ate Penelin. Where is Joanna? I also saw Giselle.
Good morning, Ma'am Tet.
Here. Yeah, good morning. Okay, complete then ang grade 6. So, grade 5. And of course, congratulations. Okay, so let me present to you the technical working group.
Kinder Ma'am Tet, present duha.
Hey, sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Yes, thank you, Kinder. Okay, here's the member of the technical working group. Of course, the overall chairman for this EMPRE 2022 is our school principal, Sir Bimbot S. Iyas. The training managers, mga tiger o ang saning isa. Baka tiger ka na silang duha, oh. Then, of course, Ma'am Karampil, Ma'am Ingay, and Ma'am Amor. Then, of course, resource speakers, Ma'am Aida Esnardo, Mauchelin, A. Falcone, Jenny Bibiliota. Also, Ma'am Siti Aisa Manding, Ernie Gases, and Michael Soles Binghay. For the program and invitation, yours truly, your virtual host, even though she is sick, Ma'am Venus A. Orlinisa. The certificates is under the batoon of Ma'am Cheryl S. Ocharan. Documenter, Ma'am Melly G. Delfino. Of course, the narrative report is for Ma'am Ruchi Bansag and Glenna May O. Cartin. Okay, so that is for the technical working group. And of course, let me remind you of the house rules for this event. Ay, of course, ito pala. Ang ating mga newbie, no? Bago lang sa serbisyo, but then they are already honed with competence. For the attendance and evaluation, Ma'am Rachel T. Revilla and Sir Philip John A. Mondehar. Okay, so let me present to you the house or the training rules.
To all our participants today, please be reminded of the following online meeting etiquette. Be on time. Always be reminded that we value punctuality as a true Filipino. Mute your microphone when you are not speaking. If it's not your time to speak, stay on mute. Respect the speaker by listening attentively. Listen very well so you won't miss any important points from the speaker. If you have questions, use the chat box for the moderator to notice. Your questions will be read after all the speakers have presented. Careful of what you wear when on a video conference from home. Wear appropriate clothing or turn off your camera instead. Check your internet connectivity, your headset, microphone, and camera. Make sure you stay connected by checking your gadgets. Stay focused. Avoid multitasking. This activity will be meaningful and productive if you engage 100%. Prepare a backup plan. If you're having difficulty to connect to the session, inform the facilitators through chat right away. Just speak at a normal level. When talking, don't put your microphone too close to your mouth to avoid unnecessary noise. Do not leave the conference room without permission. Let us be mindful of our actions as we are called to attend this online activity. Good webinar etiquette keeps doors open to better communication, mutual respect, and efficiency. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so I am hopeful that you will take note of the friendly reminders for this 1 week Empre Inset training. God bless everyone and good day.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Tet. Your presence is also as important as our facilitator today. Okay, since we don't have yet the soda, so let's, Ma'am Tet.
Yes, session 1 na ta.
Okay, so kabalo na ta kung unsa ato ang mga house rules. So just remember lang always atong mga house rules. Well, if you are not sure yet, let's listen to be guided para sa ato ang rationale today. Let's have our school head, Mr. Brimbot S. Ias. Sir?
Okay, good morning everyone. Happy Monday. So since
Good
na
morning, sir.
busy tatong Sabado ug Domingo,
Morning,
so we are
sir.
all set here for 5 days and set, no? Since wala pa ang suda ni Sir Bong, we will wait kung ako sa nila ipasa. Okay, in order to be guided, no? Since na holiday ugma, so 4 days lang ang ato ang NSET. Then reminding all the graduates to check the attendance of your teachers kay dili magutanan ma-check sa mga evaluators o sa mga facilitator ug katong mga TWG kay na po sila trabaho. So we are be watchful, wala tay mga modules nga gi release ron, then wala ko'y parents nga gipaanhi diri, so we are here to have our training, no, and service training for 4 days. Don't, even though we are in the midst of crisis, we will still continue to learn and relearn to revisit all the topics na given sa ato ang division office, no. But there are natay nadungag mga topics which is very helpful to us, like for example in crafting a video lesson plan. So kung kisa itong maka-present og video lesson plan, that will be your COT. Pwede po na ninyo magamit, no, as a purpose. Then pwede po na i-present na to as a district demonstration para makapangayot ng certificates kay Serbong Wapanyo, no. Then no certificates, no output. Kung no output, walay certificates. So klaro. So just listen very carefully, because there are some teachers, they are just letting on their cell phone and laptop, but they are doing I do not know what they are doing, pero klaro naman yun na siya, no, nga usahay gi-on ato ang mga cell ato ang app na bakmuhay pag-abot sa speaker unsa ganito mauna siya, no. Dili ta mo mabantayan tanan, pero since na ato aning training, ato yun ni siyang trabahoon, no. Kay naaman ta diri nga nung ni-enter ta, so magpadayon ta. Kung dili ta mo enter, pwede kay mo out freely. Okay, so sa ato ang mga facilitators, sa ato ang invited guest na si Sir Binghay for giving his ideas in the first session. Si Sir Binghay ba, no? Siya ba ang first speaker on?
Ako,
So
sir.
we will listen to him. Ma'am?
Karong hapon pa ming duha. Ako ang morning, sir.
Sige, sige. Sige. So, this is a whole activity. So, we must listen. Kung nag-group mo diha, mas maayo, no? Kay naghan mo mga ideas nga ma-share. So, once again, good luck and good morning.
Okay, thank you, sir. To discuss to us about the reviewed calibration of performance IPCRF, please help me welcome to virtual clap the very active and supportive district math coordinator, a master teacher one of this school, no other than Mrs. Maria Teresa T. Binghay. Okay, but before that, Ma'am Tet, kada lang Ma'am Tet ha, remind lang ko sa atong attendance na sa ato ang GC, deadline taog 9 a.m. Thank you. Ma'am Tet, take it away.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My topic is all about the calibration of the IPCRF, and I'm going to give an interactive activity for this session. So, as I call your name, please feel free to answer. So, join me virtually, and I'm requesting you to please be cooperative. Kay di po lali magstorya niya. Wala na ito'y tao, no? Ana lang gina siya. Okay, allow me to share my screen. Okay, so this is the reviewed calibration of the performance, IPCRF. Okay, so every one of us is familiar with the IPCRF. What do we mean by IPCRF? What means IPCRF? Oh, anyone? O nag-attendance pa mo kay hulaton ta lang mo kung mahuman mo og attendance. Yes, Rachel. Grade 1 gini si Rachel. Okay, raise a hand.
Ma'am Ted, IPCRF is the Individual Performance Commitment and Review Form.
Okay, very well said. IPCRF is the individual performance, commitment, and review form. Do you have any idea? Mara kung nagklase, no? Gimingaw mo kung magklase ba? Di ba, Sir Ernst? Do you have any idea kung kapila ta magatubangay aning atong IPCRF? Talaga tubangay, ma'am. Kapila. Kapila man. Sa March na, ma'am, sa regular nga ano nga cycle sa DepEd, March na daw. Is that so? Talagang mag-rate na mo, ma'am. Ana ba? Kapila man. Tag-ana daw ninyo.
Kaduha man yata, ma'am.
Twice.
Pray of course.
Okay,
Kaduha.
okay, thank you, Mau. Some more answers. Kaduha. Kaisa. Kapila.
Tulo.
Katulo. Okay, you heard it straight from the old guard. Ma'am Kabaluna, Katulo. So when will that be? Una, upon signing, no? Sabot man mo imong sa imong rater. And of course, this is the thing that we're doing right now to make your performance review. Supposedly, mag-face-to-face mo sa inyong rater. No? Supposedly, mag-face-to-face mo sa inyong rater na major performance. Na-achieve ba ang inyong previously perfect na agreement? And of course, the final stage or phase is at the end of the school year. Okay. Now, why do we have to have this IPCRF? Is it for the PBB only? Which is, nangangamoy na ba, Sir Ernie? Nakamute si Sir Ernie.
Marag, hayag-hayag na gamay.
Yes.
Hayag na.
Hayag na siya sa room na.
Nangamoy na.
Okay, now, the IPCRF is one of the requirements for our performance-based bonus. Mao gani nga, kailangan natay maayo nga performance. Yes, ma'am, nag-perform man mi og maayo, but then, is it within the bounds as required by the Department of Education? Now, the so-called calibration of your IPCRF is bounded and based on the memorandum or the department memorandum issued by the HROD or the Human Resource and Organizational Development. Okay? Wala na siyang basta-basta lang. So, kung napa mo'y if you could still remember noong 2019-2020, the IPCR nato is different because wala pa COVID ato. That is why it has been calibrated to meet and suit the demands of the new normal, as they say. So what is the new normal? The new normal is abnormal. Kaya katong mga sa tawag ani, mga indicators nga naa dito sa katong old pa, dili naman to nato ginatrabaho sa pagkakaron, no? So that is why it has been calibrated. Now question, do we have the same IPCR sa entire Philippines? Sige daw, any idea? How about grade 2 teachers? Do we have the same sa tanan? Yes, ang sabi ni Ma'am Ocharan. How about grade 4? Grade 4? Philip, are you there? Our host?
Yes, ma'am.
Duha din niyang account. Okay. Sige. So as the term would suggest, calibration or recalibrate ang atong IPCR. Now, there is one region nga nag-crop sila, no, parallel to this one, issued by the national government, and it has been approved by the directors kay momentay mo meet sa ilahang kanang needs and accomplishment. Kumbaga, pwede siya nato mo bitaw nga gi-calibrate kay giusab siya. No, but then it has to be approved by the national government. Okay, so that is Department Memorandum HROD 2021-0054. Mao na siya ang ato ang basis or the legal basis for this calibration or the calibrated copy of the IPCR. Okay. Now, let's go to the first KRA. Pamilyar naman mo ani no, naniguang naman ta ani og kuan. What do we mean by KRA? Grade 5. Saan ang KRA? May I hear from Bernalyn and Eden? Napa ba mo? Berna and Saludo. Are you still with us virtually? Ayo. Yes, I'm calling the attention of Ma'am Saludo and Ma'am Sarukam.
Alam mo, Ted?
Yeah.
Knowledge naman ako ni bawaan sa K, ma'am.
Ay, sa KRA.
Dali search di Berna.
Okay, so KRA is the key result area.
Okay, knowledge. Mali pa yun.
Key result.
Result area. So for the KRA1, which is content, knowledge, and pedagogy. Kung ba na magtawagon to mo? I'm just making sure.
Kaya panawag, ma'am.
Ay, manawag jud ko kay training man niya.
Kulbaan man na niya.
Alangag mag-istorya ko diri niya. Wala day tao, kabalubi ako nga maglakaw-lakaw ra ang uban. In fairness sa mga tutok jud no.
Naglingkod, may
Copy. Ana, labi nasa balay kay ako anak mampug ko maghigda-higda niya makatulog na dayon ko. Ana, lay nang mahitabo. Ha? So, lang, we are required to be, as Sir have said, we are required to be on this training. Nampo sa tong house rules. Okay? So, KRA1, which is the content, knowledge, and pedagogy. Una siya pinakaibabaw. The first KRA for our dili daw na nato sa tawgog kra, no, ingon pa atong speaker, that should be pronounced as KRA. Okay. And this is objective 1. May I request Mameli to please read objective 1? Hello, Mameli. Okay, in the absence of Ma'am Nelly, Ma'am Giselle.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah, go. Kindly read objective 1.
Applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas.
Okay, that is your objective 1. Now, question. Asa nato ni siya makita aside from the IPCR? F. Where? Can you find it? Ma'am Aida? Aida S. North. Aida Solidad Pardo. Asa nato ni siya makitaan? Grade 3. Luwas sa inyong kauban.
Lesson plan, ma'am.
Sa?
Ina. Lesson plan. Or sa CO na to.
COT.
Sa man gitawag si Aida Nardo man akong gitawag. Kinsa ning account paki-rename ra gud ko aning lakwatsera.
Ito ang lesson plan, ma'am.
Sa asa? Okay, as ang sabi ni Ma'am Joalera sa lesson plan daw. Lesson plan? What part of our lesson plan? Or is it a highlighted part of the lesson plan? Or is it an activity that we need to highlight in our lesson plan? Okay. Asa man ni siya makitaan? Pili sa lesson plan, sa CO, form.
Sa CO po.
Yeah.
Sa CO po, ma'am.
Yeah, sa CO.
I-open na yung kuan eh. Madam.
Pag-practice.
Sa CO po, ma'am, siya po ang basis ng critic kung how the teacher teach the subject.
Very good. So that is one. Of course,
Nadungog gani, ma'am? Siguro. Hindi man gud ato ang ano.
Ting kusog kayo imong ting.
Oh, di sorry po.
so, makita natin siya. That's na sa mga our CO. So, si observer, si process observer, tan-awon niya kung ang imuhang lesson naa ba kay nag-apply ba kag knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching area. And i-mute ko. Yan. Thank you. And para dali niya pangitaon o dali niya ma-assess ang imong performance, it is stipulated that you'll have to highlight that certain objective. So apart from the CO, nana siya sa atong IPCR. So that is objective number 1. Okay. Unsa man ang MOB for that objective number 1? So you need to have on your portfolio, IPCRF portfolio, or RPMS portfolio rather, you need to attach a classroom observation tool rating sheet from or inter-observer agreement form. When do we have an inter-observer agreement form? Kailan tayo mayroong inter-observer agreement form? Kanus aman na siya nato maano?
After the CO po.
After the
CO.
So merong ano?
May agreement po sa rater at saka sa teacher po.
Yeah.
At least the teacher knows how she rates and what are the yung mga dapat to be achieved by the next performance.
Oy, Nick, nago ko yung na-discover. Mag-virtual data kay dira ka active kayo. Di ba mga ma'am? No, shy type ko na si ma'am Niling, but then kung virtual di ay kay, she has the guts to speak out, no? So Top 1 si ma'am. Yeah, first honor na siya ani nga session. Okay. So, classroom observation tool, rating sheet, and the inter-observer agreement form. So, tama yung sinabi ni ma'am Kano, the form itself, kung asa gikuris-kurisan ni observer, ang imuhang performance, mao to siya ang COT. No? When we talk about inter-observer agreement form, mao na kung duha ka buok ang nag-process observer sa iyaha. So mo-agree to silang duha. Moingon tong isa nga di man kay klaro iyahang kuan presentation, moingon po tong isa di klaro man kay ingon ani ana. But then they are not allowed to talk during the observation process. Kailang on the time na nag-observe ka, dili sila pwede magkopyahanay ba ug unsa ilang i-rate sa imo after na nanay post. And yung sinabi ni Ma'am Kano na kala bang agreement po to sa teacher o sa nag-observe kung unsa i-improve ang iyahang strength and weaknesses na adito iyahang makita. So there should always be a post-conference after every CO. Para naamoy room for improvement and ma-recognize po ang inyong mga effort. Okay, so that is MOB1. Don't worry, kanang ay mo kabuag screenshot anak. I will provide you a hard copy of the MOB nga inyong iandam. Okay. MOB2, any supplementary material in print, digital format made by the ratee and used in the lesson delivery. Okay, so ano yung mga materials, activity sheets ba? Inana, pwede ito siya nga imuhang MOB. Okay, mo ni siya. Ang imuhang mga MOBs, activity sheet, lesson 1 lesson plan from a locally crafted self-learning module, no? Lesson plan itself, DLP, DLL, etc. Video lesson, audio lesson, when we talk about audio lesson, the RBI, and other learning materials in print and digital format. Okay, but then you have to specify that one. Okay. Bakit ito nag-skip ng objective 2? Wait sa mga ma'am. Okay. Balikan ko lang ang objective 2 ha. I'll come back ko diri sa objective 3. Okay, objective 3, applied a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. So, unsay bot pasabot ani niya? Si teacher daw applied a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. Now, when can you say that the activity is on the higher order thinking skills? Sige daw. No? How did you go about with your CO? Kamo. Pag CO ninyo. Somebody from grade 6?
Ay, wala. Nagitawag. Tubag, Gina. Ina, grade 6. Ina, Gina. Ina.
Saan yung accounting na potera? Mo ni Berna?
Yes, ma'am. Ako na, ma'am. Wala ko.
Dili.
Nadito magura ko na, ma'am.
Dili daw ma-change, Ma'am Tet.
Dili na. Wala
Yes,
ka
ma'am.
na akong gi-ano gamit.
Okay, go. Sige, how do you say, when can you say that your activity has a higher order skills and it develops critical?
When you are
Using hot.
when you are asking hot question as you go on your lesson.
Wait,
Tama ba na?
a hot
Question.
Na-apply kag hot question.
Okay, what else? Kurida sa ni mga ma'am ha. I did not only focus on the kanang giyaw-yaw ni IPCRF, but then nag-input na pud ko siya Naga-input pud kog appeal sa ato ang manner of teaching delivery kay dili man na nato siya ma-achieve kung wala man nato siya nasabtan kaayo. Though I'm not saying that I'm a master ani nga topic no, but then I'm just sharing with you what I've learned also from other trainings. So, ang sabi ni Ma'am Eden, pag mag-ask tayo ng HATS question. Okay. So the objective requires us to apply a range of teaching strategies, no? So what are the teaching strategies ba? To develop critical thinking and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. So sabi ni Ma'am, yon, HATS question. How about grade 6? Taga grade 6 daw. Nani sila daghang hats ba? Not only questions. Muna siya ang pinaka-basic.
I think, ma'am, sa differentiated
Ma'am Jo, nagka-ting out lagi ka.
activities, ma'am.
Ayaan sa to, Ma'am Jo.
Ma'am Tet?
Yeah. Go.
Lagi, ma'am, nagawala ang signal, ma'am. Sa
Yeah.
ato ang differentiated activities, ma'am. Sa groupings na to, ma'am, di ba may kanya-kanya nag-group tayo sa mga bata, ma'am. Depende sa ilahang learning skills nila, ma'am.
Yes. It could also be in the
Nagawala ko, ma'am.
Kasi mawala ikaw, ako. Okay. So, when we say why...
Ako, ma'am. Ako, ma'am, ang nagawala ang signal.
Okay. Yes. May I have another opinion or another view from Mom Giselle? Go.
Okay, hello Ma'am Tet, good morning.
Yes, go.
I think, Ma'am, when we say applying new or the teaching strategies implies to those learners, Ma'am, na supposedly teachers must apply different teaching strategies. It is because varied din ang ato ang learners. So the fact is, how are we going to develop using kada mga hot questions, ma'am? And developing this higher order thinking skills of the students, teachers must use different teaching strategies also, depending on the needs of the learners. Since naka-hetero po tayo. And this also, ma'am, may apply to the knowledge of, may apply knowledge and new skills to our learners.
Yes. I'll take a cue on the word new knowledge, no? New knowledge of our learner. Okay, recognize ka te. Yes, si Giselle sinabi niya, new knowledge of the learner. Okay, yes, Ma'am Benelin. Go.
Ma'am, additional for higher order thinking skills is that inferencing when a teacher uses the a strategy of letting the learners to make inferences. It's also another way of higher order thinking skills.
Yes, very good. What kayo tano? Okay, now, when we say new knowledge, taking a cue from the statement of Ma'am Giselle, when we say new knowledge, applying the concept into something new. So halimbawa, ang bata is, ang lesson mo in Filipino is gumawa ng isang poem. Poem ba? O inaana ba? Or talaarawan. Then, i-present sa bata into a drama. So, hats na siya. Lahi ba nga avenue na muna siya nga applying the knowledge, the content into something new based on their own perspective. Now, yun na nga, when we talk about mathematics also, in the field of mathematics, we have the so-called, natin, kanang daily life situation, kumbaga. critical thinking based on daily life situation and experiences. Kung unsaon nila pag-angkor atong ilang na-learn based dito sa ilahang daily experience. So, that is for objective number 3. Now, what are the MOBs? Okay, any supplementary material in print or digital format made by the writing and use in the lesson delivery. Ang sa atin kasi is, basta kay nakahats lang ko diri, go na siya. No, appeal tong imuhang differentiated bitaw nga activities, especially when you use rubrics in assessing the output of your pupils. Kaya naman dito mga kanang pupils ba nga kana bitang how gani sila gyud. No, they can take the content into a different form for presentation. Yung na, so magkanta sila, mag-mo na din sila video lesson, especially now that we are in the middle of the pandemic. So imbis nga mo tanom sila sa ilahang ng IPP, imbis nga magtanom sila, ila na lang i-video. I-present nila through a video lesson. Ma'am, ilang mama man ang naghimo ato regardless of. Now, halakatan. Okay, abi na kong nag-crush ako ang kuan. Asan ako? Give us sila video. Now, let us always remember that parents are the facilitator of learning at home. So, dili na nato kuan i-ignore nga bisan pag sila ni tabang, let's put it that way na sila facilitator. Okay. Then, of course, aside from that, you can also have the activity sheets, the lesson from a locally crafted SLM, lesson plan, video lesson. Parehara atong kaganina. Okay, so, nabaliktad sila. No. This is now the KRA2, Diversity of Learners and Assessment and Reporting. Okay. Objective 4. May I request Ma'am Lapasaran to please read Objective 4? Ma'am Lapasaran. Ayun, napa mo? Are you still with me or am I talking to myself alone?
Yes.
Okay, balikan natin si Lapasaran. Yes, Ma'am Giselle.
Objective 4. Establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, and religious background.
Okay. So, establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, and religious background. Unsa ka ni siya? No? Unsa day na siya? Kalagong kuan good, ma'am. Basta mauna na siya, ma'am. Okay, now. Di unsa nato na siya pag-address? Okay? Are we allowed to kana bitang atong typical nga kung kana bitang joke before nga kana ganing mo ana ganito usahay o nga ana ginang apeliduha. No, gina. Mao gina sila din ha mga kuan. Ana bitaw gina-judge nato, bawal ang judgmental. Okay? So we have, or as a teacher, you have to establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural. When we say cultural, unsa man na? I-consider na to ang ilahang unsa? Unsa itong ikuan? Kung when we talk about culture, unsa man?
I think part na siguro, ma'am, sa cultural ang ilahang belief also.
Yeah, belief and ano nila. And ang way of life, no? Ang ilahang culture. Okay. And socio-economic and religious background. What are the MOBs for this objective? Any supplementary material, no? In print and in digital format. Mao gyapon, no? So when we talk about the cultural ano nila background, mo ginapod na ginalocalize bitaw nato ang ato ang mga lesson plan, no? Localize and contextualize. Okay, mao lang gihapon ang iyahang mga MOBs. Let's go to objective number 5. Okay, balikan na tong grade 3. I'm done with Ma'am Kano. Grade 3, are you there? Are you still with us? O wala na.
Yes, Ma'am Ted.
Oh, yan. Yes, City. Go. Please read objective number 5.
Okay, objective 5. Plan and deliver teaching strategies that are responsive to the special educational needs of learners in difficult circumstances, including geographic isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement or disasters, child abuse, and child labor practices.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am City. Now, aside from the IPCRF, asa na po ni nato siya makitaan? Grade 1, Ma'am Ruchi. Are you familiar with this objective 5, Ma'am?
Ma'am, makita ano sa ma'am sa COT po.
Okay, makita siya sa atong COT.
Operating sheet, ma'am, inter-observer agreement forms po.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for your active participation. So with Ma'am City. Okay, so planned. Giplano og imong gi-deliver ang imong teaching strategies responsive to the special educational needs. Now, why? Nganong naiingon ana? It's because it is in response to the pandemic situation that we are into right now. No, kay wala man ni siya sa una, dili man ni siya ingon ani. So isa ni siya sa mga calibrated nga objective sa atong IPCRF. Wala ni siya before. Talo na lang siya, last year na ni siya tungod sa COVID. Okay, so syempre ang ubang mga bata kay mga balhin, chronic this illness, no? Displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement, namalhin o puyo kay high risk kay ilang lugar. And pwede po, child abuse and child labor practices. Okay. So, sa ilang mga needs. Of course, kanabitang wala man ko ito nag-cater o kanang children with special needs. So, dili ginato siya kayo ma-address into two kay lahi biya ang atake kung sa atong ang learning process kung ang bata na ay special needs. Diya, sa nato na pag-cater o pag-address karon nga kita mismo wala man pud ta na train sa ingon ana, di ba? So, di ba ang atong educational system is inclusive education naman ta. But the problem is how are we capable of doing that? Na untrained man ta. Good for those who have kanang previous bitaw nga mga experiences and training to address that call. Kaya lang ang problema kita, I personally murag di jud ko kabalo ana pod, no? I still need a lot of kanang enhancement siguro pag moabot sa mga ingon ana. So child abuse and child labor practices. Kanang displacement, especially gid kaning displacement due to armed conflict kay i-process gud nato ang bata ana, no? So our lesson di ta pataka og kanang sa pangalan na bitaw. Dili ta magpataka og gamit og kanang mga strategies nga ma-violate nato ang ilahang rights, no? Maka aggravate sa ilahang sitwasyon, no? Kabalita nga nay bata nga under our class nga a victim of child abuse niya ato siyang dili nato ma-deliver og maayo ang topic about ana. So kinahanglan ang ato ang differentiated instruction ingat jud pud kaayo ta. Katong mga bata nga masakiton ayaw siguro tog tagai pud og kanang activity nga dili nila kaya. So kinahanglan ma-cater ang every child or ang need, ma-address ang need sa bata sa atong classroom. ay i-consider nato na siya nga mga butang. So, ato na siyang makita dito sa atong differentiated instruction and the activities that we have set for that certain lesson. So, sayon, og lisod-lisod. That's why the hand, kanang bitong mga manipulatives ang atong gamiton, it's more on kanang gina-address nato ana katong mga bata nga naay ingon ani, no? Kanang mga special educational needs. Sayon ra gyud ang ilaha. Okay. I-consider man nato ning mga butang nga naka-stipulate aning objective number 5. Okay, so we only have CO rating. Ayan, makabalik tayo. We only have COT rating sheet and inter-observer agreement form for that indicator or for that objective. Okay. Objective number 6. Requesting. Isa pa. Ma'am Glenna. Ma'am Glenna, please read. Ma'am, are you with us? Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Diba?
Objective 6. Use strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to improve learner performance.
Okay. So use strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to improve learner performance. Nakahimo na bataan ni mga ma'am and sir? Nakahimo na ta? Nakahimo na ta o nakahimo na ta? Have we provided feedback? Or basig nagsigira tag bagulbol kay gahig ulo ning bataan ni gahig ulo hasta ang mama. Dili tigkuhag module. Giunsa nato ni Ma'am Edna, can you share how did you go about with objective 6? Ma'am Edna.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
Objective 6, the teacher should know the present situation of those learners. Kailangan talaga na deeper ang ating relationship sa ating mga bata para malaman natin ang bawat isa na kanilang pangangailangan. We will not base sa modules lang. So, go deeper pa. So, magbibigay tayo ng mga materials na suit sa needs sa mga learners natin. Individual needs nila. And then, through feedback, teaching, mga gadget, malalaman din natin ang performance nakasalalay sa teacher talaga ang improvement ng bata. Pero sa kasalukuyan, malaki ang papel ng mga parents natin, di ba? Sa ngayon.
Yes. Thank you for sharing your experience, seasoned by time. Okay, so in your respective classes, how did you provide feedbacking? Yun sa ninyo. For providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback. Yun sa nato na siya. In real life situation, in real life classroom situation, how did we provide feedback? No, sabi natin na by use of the gadget, nilana daw. Sa uban, di unsa. Di unsa man. Neng Lapasaran, are you with us now? Ma'am Lapasaran? Si Ma'am Lapasaran, absent.
Naam.
Sige daw. Provide.
So, ano to provide of feedback? How you provide feedback ba? Excuse sa ma'am ha? Dali. Kuduot. Good morning, ma'am. Present.
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. We can provide feedback by talking to parents sa performance sa atong mga bata.
Okay. How did you go about it?
Ikay mo dungog. Wala. Dili mo. Off sa ning ato. O, sige. Dili, mawala ang tigog niya ba?
Meron silang agreement sa parents.
I-off sa ning kita ka mo kung i-off ni. Hindi ba?
Okay, sige. So, part of our kanang house rules kanina, let's secure our and check our internet connection by and by. No, para kanang we are on the same wavelength and masundan ninyo kung unsay akong gistorya dire. Okay? So, we have home visitation, di ba? You conducted home visitation. Unsa na lang dito inyong home visitation? It's because you want to give feedback nga, uy, ante, ang imong anak, ante, di ka balo mo basa, ante. Then, of course, sabi ni Ma'am Ocharan, the parents' feedback, lahi ang parents' feedback, lahi ang pupils' feedback. So, kay nag-feedback man ang mama nga, ma'am, gilisdan, jud ko ani nga module, di ba? Weekly man na, di ba? Pag-release sa module, kay na parents' feedback. Okay. Na parents feedback, so giunsa nimo tong feedback ni parents, of course imong i-address. Naglisod man siya, so naamoy karoy mag dawaton man natog sa dili, na ginay online and face-to-face feedbacking nga mahitabo sa mga ginikanan. The parents agreement form, of course, na siya. No, ato na siyang gina-provide aron say pud mo nga inyong natrabaho ang gina-required sa inyo. Okay. What are the MOBs? Evidence that highlights providing accurate and constructive feedback to improve learner performance and that shows timeliness of feedback given to any of the following. Okay. So, take note that na siya ginatawag og timeliness. Activity sheet, performance task, portfolio, quiz, or test. That is why kanang atong mga summative test, quarterly assessment, ginapapermahan gina siya sa ginikanan. Okay? Ang quarter 1, dili na siya papermahan dito sa quarter 4. So, di ba naman tayo school calendar. Ang school calendar, naka-stipulate dito o kano sa ta dapat na ay parent-teacher conference, feedbacking. So, ma'am, kay nag-health break man tao, mao nay problema diha karon. Isa ra ito bag-ana, use your initiative. Ana ra ka sayon. Ug ana ra ka sad but true. Okay. So let's go to KRA 3. Curriculum and planning. Okay. What is our curriculum now? Sa atong gigamit na curriculum. Si curriculum na to, be.
Ma'am Ted?
Yeah. Melly. Yes, ma'am.
K to 12, ma'am.
K to 12. What is the basis of our lessons?
In the milks, Ma'am Ted.
Based
In the milks po. In the milks.
Okay. Yeah. We are still under the K to 12 curriculum. And the MELCS is our guide in our lessons, daily lessons. So, sa kanilang MELCS? Sa ng MELCS? Ma'am Regine, any idea on sa ang MELCS? Dili na MELCS.
Most learning, most essential learning competencies, Ma'am Ted.
Eric. No, so yang lang kita ka lang sa tawag mag ano kita sa tawag ani ma-update ta sa mga bagong mga terms, no? So I repeat, we are still in the K to 12 curriculum, Yan, gihapon ta K to 12. But as of present, ano tayo? MELCs yung ginagamit at sinusundin natin. Why? We only choose the most essential. Ano? Most essential lang yun. Kung imong tanawon sa K to 12, no? And i-compare nimo sa MELCs, gi-unpack, sabot pasabot o gi-unpack, gi-merge ang uban, no? Giwala tong uban nga naa sa katong CG bitaw nato curriculum guide, dipili ang most essential lang gid siya. Okay? Sa una daghan kay itong competency. So ang most essential mao'y gipabilin tungod kay ano man ta, lain-lain man ta og kanang modality in teaching. Just to go with the basic education continuity plan of the Department of Education. Okay, so na. So, objective 7. Isa man ang objective 7. Berna. Please read, Ma'am Berna. Ma'am Berna.
Yes, ma'am. Objective 7, selected, develop, organize, and use appropriate teaching and learning resources, including ICT to address learning goals.
Okay. So, asan ni siya na? Asan na to siya makitaan? Asan na to makitaan? Sir Philip, asan na to?
Sa lesson plan mo.
Sir Philip?
Yes, ma'am.
Objective 7. Is it only on the IPCRF? Or asa pa? Where?
Sa lesson plan po, ma'am.
Sa lesson plan. Sa lesson plan. Are all lesson plan have this one? Lahat ba ng lesson plan may ganito? Objective 7. Selected, develop, organize. So, kung kayo no, ang iyahang considerations ba, gi-select, gi-develop, o gimong gi-organize, and use appropriately. So, ICT. Unsa man ang ICT? PowerPoint? Is that so, mga ma'am and sir? Is it contained only in the PowerPoint presentation that you have? No. Aba na siya.
Printed and ICT sorry. Yung printed sa auto presentation sa imong lesson ma'am sa PowerPoint.
Sa PowerPoint. Okay. Sige. Ano siya sa PowerPoint man to sir, no? Inunin mo. Wait lang ha. Dili, saan nato siya biyaan? Dali lang. Commercial break sa ata. Klaro kung saan nato na siya. Dali lang. Okay, so that is objective 7. So, yung mga presentation. So, imuhang MOB is the CO rating only. So, pag pila na to siya ka objective nga CO rating ang atong MOB. Murag duha na no. Okay, duha na to siya. Okay. Next, we have objective 8. Model to colleagues the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies to cultivate a culture of excellence for all learners. So, taas kay level, no? Culture of excellence. Are your learners have achieved the culture of excellence? Excellent ba na natong learner? Ako, dili. No? So, kumbaga ba, Si Objective 8, model to colleagues. Unsa man siya, mag-model siya, magrampas siya. Unsa kaya? Unsa kaya nga platform, unsa kaya nga event wherein the teacher can model and set achievable and challenging learning outcomes. Unsa kaya ni siya nga mga activities? Ang atuang target is ang learner. Unsa man na siya? Sana siya kanang ingon ani? So unsa MOB aning Objective 8? Okay. So to achieve that, one has to prepare one lesson plan, lesson exemplars, or one lesson from self-learning module prepared by the RATI. Kamo ang RATI with achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with the learning competencies shown in any of the following. Okay. Lecture, discussion, activity sheet, performance task, rubrics for assessing performance, using criteria that appropriately describe the target output and demonstrated in a LAC session as attested by the LAC coordinator. Approving authority with proof of attendance of colleagues. So, kanang mo demo ta, isa na siya, ug mauna siya. Bale, may model ka o kanang i-model nimo dito sa imong mga kauban unsaon siya, no? Unsaon siya nimo og kuan. Laro. Model to colleagues the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes. So kinahanglan competency base. So kumbaga, og mao ni siya ang imong content, mao ni siya ang competency, imo ani mo siya lesson, i-model nimo siya dito sa imong mga kauban. Kung unsaon nimo pag-atake, pag-deliver ana nga lesson aron makabot ang culture of excellence for all learners. So mga ingon anang kuan taas kay ambisyon ang atoang IPCRF. No? So dili lang ta maging negative, no? Let's all be positive and go for one direction. Kay kung may esa sana na usay manggod ka ng negativity, maunay mo hila nato pababa. Mali na lang po tagalahan kay kumbaga ba kanang we already have kanang a mindset nga mara man gihapon di naman gihapon. So a positive mind will give us positive thoughts. So kaya pa man ta sa serbisyo mo aim lang gid gihapon ta. Although medyo mahirapan ta, but then we have kanang our team, kanang we will work as a team nga kumbaga walang maiwan, no? Kanang it pays to ask lang jud pud usahay kay kung dibdibon na nimo nga di ka magpabilin jud kang imong anak. Okay, so wala siya. Okay. KRA 4, community linkages and professional engagement and personal growth and professional development. So kining KRA 4, it focuses on our own professional engagement, no? Mga dalaga, engaged na ba sila? Engaged sa ilahang trabaho? Have you grown professionally? No? Nabatay professional development. Of course, the INSET is one of our programs that will develop each of us professionally. Kung maminaw lang, na tayo makuha. Kung dili pod, what growth. Inana, di ba? No, although kanang i-acknowledge nato ng multitasking kay nag-apas po ta sa atong mga trabaho, but then we are required to grow professionally. And professional growth is not only contained on kanang mag-eskwela ta, though it's an edge, but kanabitang there are other avenues nga mo grow ta professionally kay maka-learn man ta dito, like mga in-service trainings, mga seminars mo nang ayaw mo balibad og kanang mga ingonana. A good example to that is Ma'am Cabaluna. Now, considering her age, ingnan mo siya nga, kuante ikaw ang mag-module writer? Yes. No? Ingnan siya nga, ako nagutigulang dito. So, that's the spirit and that's the attitude. Yeah, nahumalapod niya. Oh, bitaw nga, na siya certificate. Pag ingon po na ako nga, ikaw train in grade 60. No? Despite of kanabitang the challenge of the connectivity niya ang bata niya, yes, lang gyapon siya. Mas kabalo pa nun siya sa kuha kay i-engage man siya. So saan ang aspect ka ng may nga ko nga sadot po ko niya di balibad lagi. Min ana though kanang technically kuan bitaw lisod para sa atong tanan kay ako gani alanganin ko but then siya yes testingan na to. So ang iha lang kuan nato is kanabang na siya na learn out of that experience and it has made her kanang grown professionally no maano na siya pwede siya rubbing elbows with kanabang the new breed of educators kay na module writer man siya na bitaw and so with the others pud nga nagtake sa who took the challenge also so if given a chance panjud ta kanabang dili pud tag ako-akohon but then if given a chance accept the challenge ana siya so for this KRA unsa man ang objective ana niya build relationships with parents sa ato as kanang mga classroom advisors and teachers. So build relationships with parents, guardians, and the wider school community to facilitate involvement in the educative process. Have we built a relationship? Di nilangga-langga ha kay labi uban nga si parent kay crush niya si teacher. Mo dito sige adto ang parent kay crush niya si sir. May na ba? No. This is a parent teacher relationship. No iring-iring. No iring-iring. Okay, build relationship how? Nadji teacher nga mga maayud anang mga parent teacher relationship, no? Gahi sila anak kanabang kumbaga ba kanabang ako naman ko negative good nga ano anak kanang the art of plastikan kumbaga ba no kay I have my food on the table because of them because of this bata so tungod aning bataan ayuhon jud ni nako ang iyahang ginikanan bisag lagot na gud ko no nalagot na gud ko ana niya but then kanang in my art of plastikan as I call it ayun dyan na nako siya. Mintras kaya pa. Kay, we will always remember nga, kanabang, maumang ni nagpakaon sa kuha. Kung wala ning bataan it might be nga wala ko'y trabaho. Inana gani. So, one must build a relationship with parent guardians and the wider school community to facilitate involvement in the educative process. So, when we say community involvement, no, we have the barangay. Kana sila. Makisama kita, of course, the PTA. Ma'am, wala na may PTA karon inactive siya. Yes, but then, kinahanglan, ato dyan ng ibutang sa atong isipan nga, they are our partners. No? Mga community linkages. Without them, patay kita. Dili man kay naman tay MO. No. Kung tanaw na to sa atong SBM, kinahanglan kusog ang ato ang kanabang community involvement and partnership. No? So, tungod kay maabot ang time na appeal sila mo evaluate sa ato ang performance. Naana, basaha ang ato ang SPM. Okay. So what are the MOBs? Proof of participation in any activity to improve access to education such as but not limited to the following activities. Distribution of learning materials to learners' parents. So, receipt form, monitoring form during distribution of learning materials. So, kanang inyong distribution and retrieval form, isa na siya sa atong mga MOB. Now, am I too fast? Napaba mo sa akong palibot? O nang merienda na mo? Or nakatulog na mo? Mga ma'am and sir?
Napaghihapon, ma'am.
Okay. Ay, oy, Chi, lami good na, Chi. Ay, nako. You can have a, kuan, ka na bang, all I need is a listening ear and no?
Si Machie.
Yeah, kanang, singalan ani, basta listening ear and a kind heart nga maminaw lang. No?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tapoy po ang effort. Sayang po ang effort. Pag abot sa panahon, maingon na po dahil mo, sige na ito, baluan na. Sala na nato ni Ron. Anyway, you can have a working snacks. Dira sa
Kape na niya. Kape na niya.
kape na lang sa mo dira. Okay, so that is paminaw lang mo dira, volume lang na. Okay. Of course, MOB9, you could also have the Brigada Escuela commitment form to stakeholders, develop advocacy material, certificate of participation that involves parents, stakeholders, engagement, signed by the school head. Now, if you can remember, during the time of Sir Mario, katong mga aktibo sa kuan man to Mel, no? Katong nag-participate sa brigadang haskang daghana, tagaan jud to niyag papel ba? Ang problema nato karon kay kanang pila lang ka parents ang activate or active during the brigada eskwela. Okay. Your home visitation form will also form part of your MOB for objective 9. So, unsa pa others, please specify. Unsa pa man ato ang mga partnership. Kung kanabitang kana ganing parents bitaw nga motabang sa inyo, it could also be one, no? Nami mga ginikanan nga motabang. Then the parent-teacher log or proof of other stakeholders meeting, one-on-one parent-teacher. So kanang kanang ipatawag nimo ang mama to discuss topic about the child or the learner. Pwede na siya, pero mahay mo. No, parent-teacher conference could also be one. Apart or aside from feedback, kuan po na nimo. MOB po na nimo sa objective 9. Katong parents orientation, naabam mo. Katong sugod na amoy parents orientation. Sa among class ay kuan ko na ako'y gisulat lang ang orientation, then after nila gibasa og nasabtan ni affix sila og signature nila. Wala na. Any form of communication to parents, this is also another MOB. Stakeholders, notice of meeting, screenshot of chat, text message. So kanang inyong mga online nga kanang chat-chat sa ginikanan, meeting ninyo, kanang nasa inyong GC, palihog og save na ana. Okay. Objective 10. Participated in professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice. Ansa man na siya. So, certificate ang MOB niya is Certificate of Completion in a Course Training or Training. So, dili man ni course ato no, training ni. Certificate of Participation in a Webinar. So, this one is our webinar. Yeah. Of course, you will earn one certificate kung kompleto imong attendance and kompleto ang imuhang output. No? And certificate of recognition as speaker. Lahi po na siya nga certificate. Any proof of participation to a benchmarking activity. Any proof of participation in school LAC session. Okay, so the LAC session usually is conducted by grade level or by group. The K to 2, then the 3 and 4, and the 5 and 6. Of course, LAC session, na may mga master teacher ani nga assigned, and other kanabitang mga ingon ana nga mga focus group discussion nga ginakandak nato, but of course it is supported by documents. So naglack lagi ka picture man pod, but then walay ka ng narrative, walay activity proposal, wala lang gihapon to siya ana. Okay, objective 11, please read. Wala ko tawag. Anto. Grade 2. Sige ni Nadira. Ayo, grade 2, kinsa may naali sa grade 2.
Tet. Good morning, Ma'am Tet.
Yes, Ma'am Calano, please. Okay na ka, ma'am?
Objective 11. Okay na ko, Tet. Ma'am Tet. Develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning.
Okay, very good. Thank you, ma'am, for your cooperation. So, develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. Okay, so what is the MOB? Ang MOB niya is the IPCR. No, Individual Performance and Commitment Review Form. So, unsa nga part ni siya sa atong IPCRF? Part 3 or 4? What is the development plan? Unsa nga part? Murag, unsa siya? Part 3.
Part 4, ma'am. Ay, part 3.
O, basta ana lang sa duha. 3 or 4. Na ang hitabuan ni
4.
Dali naman na kinupyahay na. No? That's the kuan nakatawanan ba tinuod. Kupyahan ko sa imo be. Kupyahan na lang mo. Ana ba no? Pakupyahan ko kay pareho na lang putag low kaning diri nga part kay aron sayo na inig pangupya. Sige pareha hasta ang kanang self-assessment. Ang isa tool kay kopyahan ay pod pero buyag lang. Sige larga kamo-kamo raman pod. Basta kay nalay output ini kahuman. So mao na siyang ato ang MOB ang katong development plan. Okay. So sa pagkakaroon kay wa pa man pud tay isat pag-expect ra pud kung pagkopya-kopyahan ay ra pud mo. Pero sige lang ana ra man ng life. Di lang pud kay nato i-stress ang atong mga sarili. Basta at least kabalo mo og unsa ang tama. Lamang gud ana no, what is prescribed by the department? Kabalo pud tag unsay tama. But then maura pud ni akong makaya. Sige go, mora na imong makaya sa karon. Sa sunod ka lang dugangin ang imong makaya ha. Ana lang, agreement lang na. Okay, so supporting MOB reflection of one's practice during on-lock sessions with proof of attendance in ANA. Okay. Then reflection, personal notes on coaching and mentoring and or mid-year review. So this is our mid-year review. No, mid-year review na to ni siya. Okay? So, mauna siya ang ato ang mga supporting MOB. Last year na ataani ang nahitabo, nagkopyahanay lang gyapon sa reflection, no? Nya lain ba ko kay basahon na ba nako? Basahon nako. Kopyahanay sila sa ilang reflection, no? Okay. Personal notes, journal on division, school-led, inset with proof of attendance. Okay, so ang yung mga personal notes ani. Then, certificate of enrollment, registration, form, class card, and graduate. Ang uban na sila ani. Kami wala mi ani. Any learning material highlighting the improvement done based on accomplished reflection and others. Please specify. Okay, wala na siya. KRA 4. Uy, happy ka tamahuman. A plus factor naman. KRA 4. Unsay naa sa KRA 4? Balik sa ko ha, mga ma'am. Okay, take a look at this one. Reflection of one's practice during unlock, atong na training. Kanila personal notes. Okay, as part of your output, I will require you to have your reflection. Kaya masayon man himuon ang reflection, no? Kani. Instead of a lock, ang atong ibutang is kaning ato ang school-led inset, no? Ang proof of attendance nato ani is ang atong picture niya. Okay? And also the online link nga gihatag ni Rachel mo to ang atong proof of attendance. Pagkahuman, as your output for this session, I will give you time to write your own personal notes. No, or no, reflection pala. What is your reflection based on this? Kani ba kani nga session unsa may imong reflection? You can have a 2-paragraph, may nana o bahala kag unsa pila ka paragraph imong gusto nga imuhang kuan kada bang reflection. So unsa may topic nato ani? RPMS. So butangan nimo pangalan nimo unsang grade level ka. Reflection on RPMS. Ana. Nya butangi og date unsa ni nga date karon nato gihimo. I will give you enough time to do that, no? But then ipasa po na ninyo karong adlaw. It will not require you 1 day, half day. Wala go bata gud nga pahimo nimo reflection ana lang pud ka mumbo. Saon man na ninyo og class. Kanang naa dira sa eskwelahan, kisa gani ang naa diha ron nga TWG. Philip, kinsa man.
Wala si Felix.
Wala si Philip. Kinsa naa diha gani ron? Si ay ano, ang pakipasa ko kay Ma'am Gina. For those who are working work from home, pakipasa ang Ma'am Rachel ang soft copy. No, okay. Kaya mo na ninyo bigyan ng soft copy. Ma'am, pwede po picturean lang namo. Ma'am, pwede. Sulat sa papel niya, picture niya, i-send. I-sure nga eligible siya o na kay ana. Kaya niya, sa baba. Yan. Para na dito output. You are required to have an output man. No, di man ta maka kuan face to face na pagkakaroon kay bawal kay may naman lang may nga dili taga earth, di ba? So mama na yung approve ba tong activity proposal ani Sir Ernie? Sir, naka-mute ka, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ang katong sa entry na itong akuan, na napirmahan ni Sir Bong Wapanyo.
Okay. So we have to move around and within what has been approved by our PSDS kay isod man kayo og kanang gawas sa didto, no? The risk grabe. So as what I have instructed, kailangan nato og reflection on RPMS. Butangag date, pagkahuman ang naa sa eskwelahan, pakipasa kay Ma'am Karampil, as one of our training managers. Then ang katong nag-online,
work from home po ako, Marikay.
Ay,
Work
si
from
Ma'am
home.
Gina na lang. Chin, work from home di ka kayo.
Ma'am, yes, Ma'am Tet, ako.
Yeah. So, Madam Manager, muna ilang output for my RPMS. Anong reflex.
Ako na mag-collect, Ma'am Tet. Yes, Ma'am Tet.
Ikaw collect. Niya, June na siya. Naman tayo time para ana. Di ba na tayo time workshop?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, sige. That's it. Please make your own reflection, ha? Kaya basahon ako na siya tanan.
Okay, yes, Ma'am Tet.
It's a simple reflection niya. Pag ahuman ka no, di lang ta magkopyahanay. Kung naka-reflect,
yes.
kulang ang gimo ni presenter or ni Pasi, it's okay with me. Ano lang din siya. Okay. So, not responding naman ko. Namisa naman eh. Wait sa, kaya nag-lag ko. So that is for MOB 11. So why am I requiring you to have that? Para naana mo'y attachment. So kung moingon manggod nga nag mid-year review na mo, yes na gani mi attack, ma'am. Gutom na ako ang dili na mo sibog. Pilit ko. Wait sa kalili lang. Hapit plus factor na biyonta ko. Okay. Okay, plus factor na. Plus factor. Okay. Please read, Ma'am Bilyota.
Ma'am Tat, objective 12. Perform various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching learning process.
Okay. Muna siya ang pinaka nag-occupy sad sa ato ang time. Perform various related works. No? Muna siya that contribute to the teaching learning process. Unsa day na siya? Okay, so unsa na siya? Committee involvement. Are you a member of any committee? So the SBM committee, member ang tanan. Then advisorship of co-curricular activities. What are the co-curricular activities? Involvement as module learning material writer. Last year, we have plenty of them. Ma'am China is a module writer. Inana. Then, validator, participation in the RO, SDO, school-initiated PB, radio-based instruction. That will be this afternoon. Authorship in a book or journal. Murag wala taani. Coordinatorship. By the way, nana inyong mga appointment or designation as coordinators. Taas ang kamay, ang paa kung wala pa because nato sa office ni Sir Ernie. Di ba, sir, no? Ang ilahang
Ayan ma'am, nasa opisina.
designation. Kinsa pa'y wala nakapaka. Ay, imuha na ang kanang coordinatorship. Inana. Yes, Sir Ernie.
Ay, ang katong sa district coordinatorship, ma'am, i-follow up lang na ako kay Ma'am Kuping.
Okay, thank you, sir. Attachment po naman. Coaching and mentoring learners in competitions. Who among you have been coaches and mentors? Kinsa man ang naaani nga certificate? I remember Ma'am Kabaluna. Do you have your certificate, ma'am? Katong sa math?
Wala pa ko naka-receive ato katong karon nga year katong sa atong contest sa math. Murag wala pa ko receive.
Follow up lang nako. Berna also was a coach, di ba, Burns? Berna, kinsa pa ganito si Inday. Sa pa tong mga coach ha? Ato lang man gud usayno nga kanang mga pasagdahan ba? Yes, Sir Ernie. Naka-mute ka, sir.
Yes, ma'am?
Naka-raise imong hand.
Ay, wala. Sorry. Napindot ang siguro.
Sige. Then, participation in demonstration teaching, that will be on Thursday. Participation as research presenter in a forum conference. Others, please specify. So, mga ginagmay mga butang, but then, very relevant and useful sa atong pagpanarbaho. Okay. Tapos siya mulihok. Why is this so? Hinay akong net siguro. Pasensya na. Di na lang kumanghambog og pila ka Mbps ko, char. Ay, nako, my God. Muna, nagpalaban siya ko aning hard copy ba kayo? Isud kayo. Pare, ana o nga mupilit. Okay. So, mao na day siya pinaka-end. Okay, so that is for the MOB. Now, balikan ako ang inyong PCP. Okay, so position and competency profile. Supposedly, mag-fill out mo ani, no? The RPMS tools for teacher 1 to 3 proficient teachers. Kamo mga proficient teachers mo. In the time of COVID-19. Okay, mo segue ko ani kay Wala pa man ko'y oras. Okay, so nana siya dire. Okay, nana siya dire sa RPMS manual. Okay, pila kabuok ang inyong nakastipulate sa inyong duties and responsibilities? Teacher 1 to 3. Pila? Pila inyong duties and responsibilities? Anybody? Any guess? Kung pila? Pila kaya inyong duties and responsibilities? Anyone? 2, 3, 4, 5?
13 guro mo.
Pila siya?
13.
Pila siya na po?
13 siguro.
13?
13.
1, 3? Any other guess? Your guess is, it might be as good as the guess of Ma'am Cho.
12, Ma'am Ted.
12, 13, 12. Okay po din yung mga guess. Okay. So, to inform you, you have 11 duties and responsibilities. Okay. 11 na siya. So, unsa man na? Asa man alam mo makikaan, ma'am? Nasa inyong kuan lagi. PCP. Okay. So, ang Una, applies mastery of content knowledge and its application across learning area. That is number 1. So, number 1 dito siya. Number 2, facilitates learning using appropriate and innovative teaching strategies and classroom management practices. So, may classroom management with or without the learners, naging ginatawag nga classroom management. Then manages an environment conducive to learning. We as classroom managers, bisag unsa na itawag na to, no, facilitator, manager, unsa pa kay sunod ana niya. Kailangan atog yung maintain ang environment conducive to learning. So you better ask yourself now, is your environment conducive to learning ba? Yes. Okay, so is it within the standard set by the department? Medyo yes, medyo no. Ana na po na siya. Then, addresses learner diversity. Para sa ko personally kay not at all times ginana ko siya ma-address. No, diversity of learner. Because daghan po sa trabaho, no? Dili lang kay ang pagtutok og how diverse is your learner. Then, number 5, implements and supervises curricular and co-curricular programs to support learning. So, sa pagkakaroon, less good ang ato ang mga curricular and co-curricular programs. Wala gid taaning co-curricular. Parehistrohon man lagi mi og kuan, Boy Scout, Girl Scout. Ambot nila sila ray makatubag ana. Kini, number 6, monitors and evaluates learner progress and undertakes activities to improve learner performance. So, kani check taan. No, monitor, evaluate, kanang are we in depth in our monitoring? Pila bay atong non-reader? Pila bay struggling reader nato karon? Pilay bagsakunon? Pilay papasaron? No, ana ba? Nanata sa midway na ta sa ato ang school year, and yet wala pa gid nato na kay siya na-establish. Sa papel guro na-establish, pero moingon ko nga dili ko mutuo nga as ana ka stable ang pagka-establish nato dira. Then maintains updated records of learners' progress. Is your record on the learner's progress updated? Updated ba siya? Oh, not so. No? Ang mga records anang mga bata. So, kinahanglan lagi tayo ka ng updated and organized data banking system even inside our classroom. Inana. Counsels and guides learners. What may face-to-face, ma'am? Unsa na inyong mga GC? Peke na, mama man ako ang gi-guide, ma'am. Yes, it could be. Kaya na magong gina-channel usay sa mama. That is from the child's point of view. Siya ang nangutana ana, no? Sa ni mama, mama di po kasabot kaayo. So, mo na. Works with relevant stakeholders, both internal and external, to promote learning and improve school performance. So, mo to akong giingon kaganina nga, we should establish a strong partnership with our stakeholders. No, kanang basta lagi the art of, ako ra po na siyang kaugalingong vocabulary ha, kanang the art of, you know, undertakes activities towards personal and professional growth. So moto ka ganina dito sa mga attended trainings and mga seminars. Number 11. What do you think is number 11? Number 11 is DOS related work. No? Mo na iya ha. DOS related work. So, unsa nang DOS related work? Haskang daghana o kana bang kana bitawng mo-occupy siya sa kadako sa ato ang panahon. Mag sort of module, DOS related work, wala man na diri sa kuan 1 to 10, 'di ba? Wala na siya diri. O na siya kanang mag-apas o submit anang report, wala man na diri. Niingon nag-update record pero wala ni ingon nga unyang hapon kinahanglan ingon ani na. Ana na siya. Okay. Now, mao na siya ang inyong duties and responsibilities as a teacher. Okay. So, I guess you are now ready for the workshop. No, I will give you enough time. Ma'am Gina. Ma'am Gina. Hello. La Cochera. Ma'am Jean.
Yes, Ma'am Ted.
Yeah. Kuan ako, human ako. Ano na, workshop na lang ko.
Okay. So ano na, what time ako i-collect ang imong ano? Hapon na? Right after kay Michael or right after mag-time in, time out?
Dili, depende sa ila. Pwede ganit i-present na nato sa pagka karon dili ayaw. No. Ano lang, kolektahan lang. Yeah, ano siya? Kanang
Ano, pwede na po diretso karon kay personal reflection man, right?
Yeah. Pwede ra din for those who are on site, submit your work, finished product to Ma'am Sheena. Okay, sulat lang sa bond paper if you want to. Pwede nyo i-computerize, pwedeng handwritten. Pwedeng... Then for those who are working from home, send it to Ma'am Rachel. Just get in touch with Ma'am Rachel. So I hope you've learned something out of my presentation. Feel free to ask me in person, PM me for any grade areas. Atong dugangan ang
Ma'am
pagka-grade.
Ted, question.
Yes.
Ma'am Ted?
Yeah.
Okay. Sa review calibration sa performance or PCRF, is the plus factor belong na siya sa KRA 4?
KRA 4?
Or sa KRA 5?
4. Plus factor?
4 na siya. Yes.
Oh, KRA 4 plus factor.
Okay. Okay.
Sige,
thank you. Kana lang.
Malang tayong pangutana, Ma'am Gina.
Yes.
Okay. Sige. Na siya. So,
thank you.
Yes, you have your mentors with you, and I'm expecting also that you will start collecting your MOBs now. Dili kay pagka last minute. Ang uban kay ang grade 3 and 4, they already have 1 CO. Inana, no? So, muhabol ang K2 and 5-6. Okay, so let's call it a day. Thank you very much. So, Ma'am Benos, any other instruction? Napaka-spell dira?
Okay, yes, Ma'am Ted. Okay, thank you, Ma'am Ted. Okay, any questions or clarifications about the topic, Ted? If any, feel free to write your questions in the chat box.
Ma'am Ted, question.
Yeah.
If the teachers can provide all the MOVs, can he or she claim the outstanding rating?
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
Okay naman sa
If all the MOVs, example, in objective, halimbawa, objective 4, objective 1, if he and she can complete the MOVs that being required in MOV 1, makompleto niya, and then the rating niya maabot siya 4.5 something. So it is already outstanding, right?
Your example is on MOB objective 1, tama?
Yes.
Okay. Sige.
Then if he or he can comply all that MOVs, and then at the end sa yung rating, he will rate or she 4.5 something. So it's already outstanding.
Yes.
Yung rating, okay. Pwede siya maka-claim.
Yeah, pwede. Why not? It's your work. The performance is for your consumption, and you have given justice to your performance. So example, number 1, objective number 1, diba? Applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum learning areas. What is your MOB? Ang MOB nimo is kulang, diba? CO. So, ana, saan man yung pagkakuha og 5 anang CO? Demonstrated level 7 in objective 1. Objective 1 as shown in the COT rating. Maka 5 lang ka kung level 7 ang imong CO. Diba?
But, required nato is 2. Required nato is 2 CO for this school year.
Oh, so kung slapping to siya nga 7 ang gi-rating sa imuha, di 5 ka. 5 ka. No. But then, let us all be in mind na in every objective, ang objective 1, quality lang ang pangitaon. So, moto nga kung 7 ka, 5 ka. Objective 2, quality report. Objective 3, quality research siya. Ana. But then, naay mga objective na naay timeliness. Example. Example na ko ha, kanang naay timeliness. Objective number 6, use strategies for providing accurate and constructive feedback to improve learner performance. Unsa man ka makakuha og 5 nga rating ana? MOB submitted shows feedback given within 5 working days from submission. 5 working days from submission. Paghatag nimo 5 working days, naka-feedback na dayon ka. Question, sa atong tanan kinsay nakahatag ana dayon? No, nga ang module gani nato late man gani siya mo. But ana ba? Wala gyud problema kung muhatag mo og kuan. Outstanding for as long as you have met the quality, efficiency, and timeliness.
Okay.
Ito ba? Halimbawa, pareha ang ala. It is equipped with the training proposal, matrix, approval, and the memorandum. Ana man dyan. Ato mong gihimo, ginato lang nato siya. Now, kung mo claim ta ana, walay problema kay entitled ka ana. Diba? Now, remember nga, tulo ka outstanding performances, edge na nimo sa sunod ng mga promotion. But then, muli giingon nga, sa karon pa lang, alam mo ang kung ako kung mo aim ko og kana bitawng outstanding for this school year, karon pa lang daan, pagsugod pa lang daan sa tuig, ako na judihan ay akong papel. Para dili ko makita ag butas ba nga. Kaniyo ko anang maning kanang gigukod para ma-meet nimo ang imuhang singala na ni ang imuhang gusto nga outstanding. So pagsugod sa tuig, aim for outstanding jud para imuhang papel kompleto na siya. Okay. So
okay, sige.
Karon bang daan?
Thanks.
Okay, any further clarification mga ma'am and sir? By the way, for you to baliktad lagi no, char. Na siya ni the RPMS 2020-2021 kay wala pa may bag-o pod nga gipagawa. So ingon to si Teacher Eds nga ano daw, katong last year lang daw. Walay gi-craft nga bag-o but then kining 2020-2021 ang atong gamiton. Okay, some more. Mga ma'am and sir. Okay na ta o nag-reflection na mo diha?
Naghinay-hinay na Ma'am Tep.
No? Okay, salamat kaayo. I commend those who have been actively participating in the discussion. Though it's a virtual forum, but then um, nagpasalamat ko sa inyong cooperation. Good day, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Tep. Okay, teachers, dili sa ta mo biya sa platform ha. Balik ta 15 after 15 minutes, Ma'am Tep. After 15 minutes, after nato ma-comply ang ato ang reflection today.